YouTubers, what's going on? It's been a while. Doing another video. Especially been a while since I did a knife video. But I'm pretty excited about this model. I think you guys will be too. This is a new Kizer model, just released, and this is kind of an unboxing. This is called the Gemini. What this is a collaboration with Ray Laconico knives. Ray's a custom knife maker, and he's actually one of my favorite knife makers out there on the custom scene. I like how just simple and clean his knives look. So when I heard he was doing a collaboration with Kizer on 2 of his models, I was stoked. This one is called the Gemini, but if you were to reference the custom knife, it is the Jasmine. So very cool. A smaller EDC blade. It's something that it would make a perfect EDC though. Just go over the specs real quick. It is a full titanium frame lock. It does have the anodized hardware, which is a really vibrant blue. Do some macro shots for you here. Come on there, focus. There we go. Really vibrant blue. You got that on the pivot and the handle screws. Also an anodized blue pocket clip. Very cool. It does have a steel lock bar insert, which is something new for Kizer knives. They haven't done that before. It's nice to see that. And it is a flipper on ceramic bearings with a great detent. It's pretty strong, but it flies out of there. Kind of reminds me of the ZT-0900. If you can light switch the heck out of that one, that's actually probably the best way. You can push button it, but it is pretty strong. So size-wise, medium-sized hands, this is what it looks like in the hand. So it's kind of a small Sebenza size knife, is what I would say. I don't have any smalls anymore. Most of my Sebenzas are large, but I can compare it to the ZT-0900. So it is a little bit bigger than that, and that helps if it's in frame, right? And the Spyderco Techno, which is also a smaller knife. Get the box out of the way. So you can see it's bigger than those two. Like I said, probably like a small Sebenza size. And if you were to compare it to the Benchmade 940, it's a little bit smaller, not by much. A little smaller in the handle. So just over a 3 1/8 inch blade, S35VN steel. It says right there. Your Kizer logo. And you have your Kizer model number, which is KI3471A1. Sorry, I was reading that and didn't have it in focus, but anyway, it's called the Gemini. If you look on Knife Center is actually where I got this. They were the only dealer that had them in stock, and I've been waiting on this model and the larger model. You know, that anodization almost has a purple hue to it. If you look deep in the, I can't. It's gonna be hard to pick up here. Can't see in the light, but it has a little bit of purple hue too. So really cool. It's just smooth. Nice, easy EDC knife. Trying to look up the larger version. It's got a harpoon blade. It's a little bit bigger. Trying to think of what it's based off as far as custom, what it's called. But it's so if you're wondering, oh, that's a little small for me, but I like the Ray Laconico designs, and I can't afford one of his $800 customs, then you can pick up one of these Kizers for $170, guys. That's how much this one cost here. It's well worth the money. First impressions are pretty awesome. No glaring fit and finish flaws that I can see that jump out at me. Centering is perfect. The action's awesome. Just flies out of there. It's smooth. It does have ceramic bearings and a ceramic detent ball, which is a nice upgrade. So at this price range, that's pretty hard to beat. I mean, $170. There's the few ZTs that come close to that that use similar materials. They are made in the USA. The only, I don't want to call it a downside, because I knew that buying the knife, is that it's made in China. So all Kizer knives are, but their fit and finish and quality is great. I should have brought the Matt Cucchiera collaboration that I have, the El Dorado, or the Dorado, excuse me. Love that one. That's one of my favorite knives, actually, and it's a Kizer. So their quality is awesome for the money. Kind of hard to beat, really, when you put a price tag on it. Everybody's pretty high on the Riate knives, but I think Kizer is really a better value. So this was the Gemini. Let's go ahead. I'm just looking up the other name of that one. It's kind of bugging me. There's also a few new Matt Couture designs out. There's a Degs Cane XL that's coming out. Let's see. Cane XL, let's see. Oh, come on. Trying not to. I had this information up in front of me before I started this video. The Intrepid, that's what it's called. The Ray Laconico Intrepid. So this one was actually going to be called the Fortunato, but it's called the Gemini now. So the Intrepid is the larger size knife. It's not a ton larger, but it is. So if you've got bigger hands, you know, this would be the Intrepid would probably be the one to go with. It also has a harpoon grind on the blade, but it looks almost identical to this. Same smooth titanium handles. It's our contoured, which is really nice. And I know that Ray Laconico, I follow him on Instagram. He was very much involved in this. Obviously, I know they went through quite a few different runs, you know, to get these right, to get them right where he wanted them to be. They've kind of been on the horizon for a few months now, so I know that these, you know, he had a lot to do with this and how well it turned out. There is also going to be some liner lock versions of these knives. You know, this is a titanium frame lock. There's going to be some less expensive G10 with liner locks coming out soon. So back at Blade Show 2015, these knives were announced. Like I said, they've gone through the maker's hands, and they've, you know, made the different tweaks they wanted to, and then they got them out. So this is the first one to come out. Like I said, just a shy over 3-inch blade, 3 1/8 inch, S75 yen titanium. It does have a titanium backspacer, which is sweet. Nice little attention to detail there. I'm having a hard time focusing right now. There we go. Just a handsome, just clean, attractive looking knife. Full flat grind on the blade, I believe. I'll have to verify that. But it's just, it looks like it's going to be an awesome slicer. Yeah, it just feels good. See how the sharpness is out of the box. Oh yeah, that's razor sharp. That's definitely going to cut you. And they'll stick on the lock, obviously, with the lock bar insert, so nothing to worry about there. It's also going to help with wear over time, which is great. So, you know, for a little EDC knife, the Gemini is exceptional. I'm very, very impressed. What else do you get in the box here? Got a little Kizer. That's cool. Kind of doing the Chris Reeve thing here with the cloth. I like that. I dig it. So first impressions of this knife are excellent. You also get a Kizer sticker. Nope, that is the manual. Cool. Nice little presentation on the box. Again, the model number is the KI3471, but you'll also just find it as the Gemini. So like I said, Knife Center was the last place I saw it. The only place I've seen it in stock. Pocket clip's not deep carry. It is only right side tip up carry. It's okay, I like tip up carry anyway, and I'm a righty, so no big deal there. Lefties, you're kind of left out on this one. I mean, it is ambidextrous with a flipper, but you can't move the clips, so there's no thumb studs on this. It's a really slim knife. I'm kind of big into slim knives lately. I like how slim it is. That, you know, like compared to like the Techno, which is kind of a little tank, it's quite a bit thinner, as well as these 0900 Les George design. Very much thinner. It's more along the lines of the 940, which is a very thin EDC. In fact, they are pretty much identical in thickness. So weight-wise, let's get out the scale and see what it comes in at. It's not very heavy. So let's see here. Oh, yeah, that flipping action's sweet. Just flies out of there. 3.7 ounces, very lightweight EDC. So it's man, everything's got everything going for it. One thing I just noticed here, this is a Laconico touch on his custom knives as well. It says Ray Laconico right there on the spine of the knife. So very cool, guys. Any questions or comments on this one, leave them down below. This is kind of just a first impressions overall video. I don't think as far as this is a new knife that just came out, I don't think you're going to find too much on YouTube on it so far. So I'll probably do a more in-depth review if I have time. Lately, life has been crazy busy. Kids are back to school, career, so apologize for the lack of videos, but that's just kind of how things are going now. But I wanted to get this one out and kind of get it out there and show you what an awesome value it is. Under $175, under $200 for titanium frame lock with S35 yen. Custom designer. A lot of influence on this blade from Ray Laconico. So I've always wanted a Jasmine, and here is my chance to get one at a very affordable price. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and we will see you on the next one.